Hi, this is Anna, and I'm the Compost and Recycling Education Coordinator at Tennessee Environmental Council. And today we're at Westmeade Elementary School because they have an amazing composting program where they're composting at their lunch period. And we're going to go in and take a look.
My name is Stephen Brees, and I'm the principal at Westmeade Elementary School, and have been here for 15 years. Composting came into effect here at Westmeade. We began with a focus on recycling. Several years ago, we brought in recycling, started with that area. We broadened that into our garden use and brought in gardens. From that, one of the things we started to notice was the amount of waste we were seeing in our cafeteria. And so that brought along the idea to try to bring in food composting here at the building. And that was an idea we started 2 years ago, started exploring the idea. We were able to get funding last year, and we brought it in. We did a pilot for it, and then we launched it at the end of last year and saw the students had an incredible reaction to it, really enjoyed it. Getting a new building and having a building that would be a zero footprint building, it would take a lot of training on the part of our children because we're not taught as a society to be a zero waste society. So the part of throwing paper towels away and overusing paper towels and things like that, that would be a large training project that would have to take place amongst our students and amongst our staff and our community in general that use the facility.
I'm Karen McIntyre, and I'm the librarian, or as they say nowadays, media specialist. We started over a decade ago with a garden, right away that the children didn't know that food came from a garden. We started teaching them about food and making better choices. The past 2 years, we've diverted 8,000 pounds of untouched food, mostly to the mission downtown. Now the Society of St. Andrew picks up for us. But then the last piece of that is the compost. And we'd already tried composting in our little compost bin and learned quickly that 100 pounds of compost a day just isn't going to be something we could manage. We'll be able to explain to Metro that if we compost and we recycle and we redirect the good food and we take the things that the teachers ordinarily throw in the trash that are perfectly good, if we do all of that, the actual amount of trash that they have to take to the landfill will be so much reduced that it should equal out the cost. So if we work out all kinks, then it would be easily replicable throughout the district.
If we don't have a planet that we can live on, there's nothing else we can do about it.
Captain that tells us what to do, and so we turn over our trays and put our food into the correct bins, like compost and recycling, and then we put our trays in a stack.
Hi, I'm Diane Scher. Support the kids in separating their trash from composting material for food. Karen McIntyre has an amazing program here. It's so progressive, it's so amazing that she's trying to go to a zero footprint school. So I heard that she needed help and I volunteered. Yeah, first of all, what impressed me so much is the kids want to do it. How engaged they are. Some of them, a few of them practically push me over. It's also impressive and dismaying a little bit of how much food is wasted that you can't save. But the food that they put aside and reuse, the other kids know they can come up and get it if they want it, and that's a really good way to save some of the food. And yes, I think we can do this throughout all our schools.
If you figure out all the kids and the people who work for the district and the other workers that are auxiliary, there have got to be at least 30,000 people in this. So if you had 30,000 people who were doing this, it's going to make a big impact. Our ultimate goal is to build a zero footprint or a net zero building for our school. What I see with the children is that these are habits they're developing. They're not going to have to break any horrible habits that, I've had to work at breaking. They're going to come up with the right habits. That if we were to build a net zero building, there would be people who would fund it and who would be eager enough to see this in place as a model for what we can do, that we would find the funding outside of Metro. First step would be to get the blessing of the school district, which we've taken the first tentative steps to do that. And then the next step would be to have the full-throated education program to make people aware of what we're doing. So many people don't know that we've been doing this for a decade, to make them aware that we're doing it and then allow them to participate by contributing.